Welcome back to Luke's Vintage RC. Thanks for stopping by the Luke's Vintage RC. Ooh. Welcome back, guys. Gotta have fun sometimes. So what you're looking at is a very special RC, something that's took me quite a while in order to get all the pieces to get together to make this thing. Also, I want to say a big thanks to all those who keep tuning back in and making Luke's Vintage RC grow and grow. Thank you so very much. It means the world to me. We're going to talk about some future projects near the end of the video. But let's talk about this bad boy. What we're looking at is a kind of a reiteration of an original idea from 1990. Let's show you the book where all this started from. This is Radio Car Action right here from October of 1990. It's October now, and this was kind of like their little Halloween thing. On page, let's see, 42, a gentleman by the name of David Semenek, this is an article written by Chris Chanelli, talks about his idea in order to incorporate a 1980s Traxxas Sledgehammer with a 1980s Kenner Robo Jeller from the 1980s movie RoboCop. Now, I don't know, but I think that's pretty wicked cool. Now, there's also some G.I. Joe stuff going on that's from the 80s as well. My whole goal was to recreate what Mr. David Semenek did way back in the day. And I was able to do it pretty almost there. I would say there's a couple things that his has more so than mine, but mine also has more so than his. But there's no mistaking his original for being kind of, in my opinion, a work of art. Mine is a work of art in progress, I should say. But still, I think mine turned out really nice, and I'm to the moon with this thing. So this is my iteration of Mr. David Semenek's Robo Jeller, Robo Truck, and I think it looks pretty wicked. I don't see too many other people building one of these just because all the parts are insanely rare. First, you got to actually have a Traxxas Sledgehammer. Good luck. They don't pop up every single day. Then you got to have a Robo Jeller. This one here has seen better days, both of these things. So I still paid a lot for everything, but paid a lot less than if you was to get a brand new any of these things in the box, because it would be hundreds of dollars a piece. So there's that. We need to get special lights that he used on his that you just can't find. This, I believe this is a Kyosho light bar that I was lucky enough to find. Plus the G.I. Joe stuff here is like out of production. So you have to buy all this stuff used, and all this stuff is rare. So it took a long time. Also, we're using a lunchbox roll bar that he used as well. Everything I try to do just like his, with just some little fine touches as well. These are what are they? Roll bar lights off of Big Brutes. I needed those exactly because of what he used for his. So you're going to see in the magazine, I try to duplicate everything he did as well. And I think I went about everything pretty nicely. I did do some updates just to make my life easier. I don't have to worry about certain things. He used double-sided tape and a lot of stuff too. And I didn't want to do that. So made it life a little bit more complicated for myself. What's new? So this one has some cool lights. I'm going to show you the lights kit. There we go. How cool is that? It does, you can just put all your batteries and everything like this. Watch this, I'll show you. This is cool. So it uses, I got everything, all my electronics down below, and the battery goes inside here. He has his battery just like normal. So when you pop this open, the door comes open, and that's where you put your battery. So a normal stick pack fits in here. It's got a strap, and I'm not going to plug anything in just yet. Close that up, just like that. It's got the little light switch. I do need to put lights in these floodlight boxes here, but that's for a future episode maybe. But he doesn't have. I don't see anywhere him adding lights to that, anyways. I think they're just for show. But I'm gonna put lights in mine, and just super cool. Very cabinets inside here. You put a lot of stuff if you want to. It's got the RoboCop themselves in there. That figure. It's got the guns and everything like that. Try to find the guns that he used was super hard. I had to really blow all the images up to try to hunt stuff down. But his idea basically came from he and his son was in a toy store. He sold a Robo Jeller. He already had a Traxxas Sledgehammer at home. Just melded the two worlds together. Got some parts off G.I. Joe stuff, and built what you see here. Amazing. I would have never created this thing myself. So very, very imaginative individual, and a huge thanks because I would never forgot about this thing. And yeah, I'm a huge RoboCop nerd anyways. Who doesn't like that with Peter Weller in it? Just awesome. Great movie. I'll just show you some cool little pics here. That is just badass right there. So we're gonna see everything. No, I didn't have the decals. I had to get some fresh decals. This was a kind of a beat up Robo Jeller. Still expensive, but everything I got off eBay pretty much. So I was able to get some decals off eBay from this guy. I forget who had them. They might still be on there. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I've got all of our guys. This is our fifth series of Halloween special. We got all of our Halloween guys in the back, except for Gizmo car. We did the Turtle Band lunchbox last year, and Gizmo we did in December because it was a special Christmas episode. And then we did the Halloween RC car, and did the Spooky Pumpkins together, the mini one, and then the big one. Did both of those, and then we did a Mystery Machine. I don't have that one with me, and I believe there was a Christine truck I did. It was a Big Bear. I can't remember if that was a Halloween episode or not. But anyways, we do very cool stuff. But this, as far as I know, this is our fifth. Our fifth special in Halloween, and I absolutely have a blast doing this thing. So if you can, please hit like button. If you like it, the video is still going to go on, but please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me, so I can build up this channel and create more awesome projects like this, because these things are amazing and they aren't cheap. This is a very expensive thing, and they always get more expensive every time. We still got some big plans on some future builds, but we'll talk about all that in the future. So here we go. Happy Halloween, everybody. Let's dive into the RoboCop Jeller Sledgehammer. It's going to start right now. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Going to get started building the RoboCop RC Jeller monster truck. And we needed quite a few parts, but we'll go over all that stuff in just a second. It all started from this magazine. One day I was reading it, and I was like, that would just be amazing to build. Hopefully one day I will. And the funny thing is, this article, when I got this magazine, the article and everything like that, this was issued in October of 1990. So not too long after the movie came out. This was a great movie. I love RoboCop. So I was like, I got to build that thing one day. So 34 years later, here we go. Let's show you a little bit of the information that I was able to get. How cool is this stuff? There is the vehicle we're going to be building. Now, that's the RoboCop Jeller that Kenner made. And this is a vintage Traxxas Sledgehammer. Really wasn't that vintage when he did this. So this was pretty much, you can go to your most hobby stores and find it. But not very easy to find these days. Neither one of these things. Much less the parts that go with it in order to make this thing happen. So, very cool. Let's show you the article. Now, this was written by Chris Schianelli, talking about David Semenik. He's the idea or the person, the creator of all this. Talks about he went to the store, purchased RoboCop Jeller, had to get a figurine as separate. And he figured that this would bolt pretty easily onto his Traxxas sledgehammer. I don't know how he figured that, but he was right on the money from what I could see. Also, he needed, to me, a wheelie bar, a lunchbox. So his imagination was crazy. He needed some Kyosho lights, and he knew what lights he wanted to use. So he needed G.I. Joe parts. He needed a specific figurine. Man, how cool. But I will show you this whole, all the article parts at the end of the video after the run portion. So let me show you all this stuff firsthand. We needed decals because the decals are peeling up off this thing. They're not in good shape. So I found somebody selling reproductions online. I needed to find the jeller itself. I was able to get that off eBay. Not cheap. I did pay a lot for it. I'm not gonna lie. And these are really crazy in mint condition, so was never gonna happen. This one's got damage to it, but this was still crazy money. Not cheap. Then I needed to find a sledgehammer itself. I needed a white base, just like he used it for his, right here. So I was able to get that, but that was not cheap. We spent quite a bit on that, and it's still, it needed parts. And I had to, luckily enough, I had to go through my parts bin to find it, to fix this stuff. We needed G.I. Joe bits. We needed a new a figurine for it. I had to go online and buy all that. We needed a servo. A 996R is what I always like to use. We needed a brand new motor. Got that. So got a lot of parts. G.I. Joe, M60s, some flamethrower stuff. Heat sink I needed because that's in the picture right here. So very cool. But I am super stoked and I cannot wait to get this thing done. I do got to paint the base. I got some painting to do because that's kind of a gray. He's got this thing painted black like a gloss. You can see it. So he did some cool stuff, and we're going to try to do our best to reproduce what Mr. David did. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up, washed up, repair what we got to do, mount this bad boy as best as we can to make this all work. I don't know. We're gonna do the best we can to get this thing looking good and running it just like he did. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy done. All right, time to drive the RoboCop Jeller Sledgehammer. Here we go. So it's a big, heavy vehicle now, so it's not fast at all. And I believe the motor is being really worked hard. But I don't care. It's just super cool. So I have to watch how I'm driving because it will tip over. It actually has a pretty decent little top speed on it. Get him, Robo Cop. So happy to see it out and about. Will this one hit any jumps? No, this is not hitting any jumps at all. Is it aerodynamic? No. It's a brick. But I absolutely love it. I think it's so cool. David Semenik is a genius to come up with this idea. I hope other people build one of these. I know it's not really financially smart, but it is amazing. Look how cool this thing is. Hit it full of willy. Almost. Let's see, I don't want to break it. Yep, it does. Scary to do it. Come out with your hands up. Alrighty, I have too much fun. Let's bring her in before I break it. Alrighty guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I think she turned out awesome. The RoboCop Jeller, Sledgehammer, so neat. Gotta love it. It was a long road to get this guy done. Many hours searching the globe for parts, I'll tell you. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's a very special episode. I absolutely love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. Actually, it is my favorite holiday. I just go berserk with my creativity. I hope you guys get creative too and build one of these yourself. They're a lot of fun. Many hours though, but well worth it at the end. Super cool. Thank you all again. Please hit the like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. Happy Halloween to you all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
Stay out of trouble.